pay nobody for no money. I can't pay nobody. I can't pay nobody. So, good, popping, cracking, percolating. What's really good is your man Theo Butler, and we are still here. We should be moving, if not later on this week. First thing next week. Either way, we're gonna make it do what it's gonna do. That said, yeah. Let me go ahead and check real quick, see if we all the way live and everything like that. You know, it is Wednesday. I could say we do have what a week it was Wednesday scheduled for this. We do like that. That's gonna happen. We gonna have what a week it was Wednesday, and yeah, we live. Y'all see the title? Shout out to Maxine Shaw, member of the Rock Wit Me Nation. And what do we say in the Rock Wit Me Nation? What do we care about being right in the Rock Wit Me Nation? No. Do we care about being wrong in the Rock Wit Me Nation? Absolutely not. We care about accuracy, right? And with accuracy, you understand that you might say something right, you might think it's right, or you feel in some type of way, but no, you might need to reevaluate what you said. Okay, well, as I've said before, I'm not perfect, right? No. I've been wrong before. I'm gonna be wrong again, right? Shout out to Maxine Shaw. And I'm doing this as a special, a Rock Wit Me Nation special, because I don't think it's fair to just do a comic book review. You know, my comic book reviews don't last no more than 3 minutes anyway. No. Fair is fair. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I can honestly say I've had more than my fair share of critical things to say in regards to Murewa Ayodele and his presentation of Aurora and T'Challa's relationship. That's what Maxine Shaw come in at. She a diehard Aurora fan. She love her some T'Challa. She do. She prefer to see T'Challa and Aurora together. That's what that is. Now that is what that is. I ain't mad at that. Right. She read the story. I did. I'm gonna say I didn't read the story because I didn't. I didn't read the comic book. I didn't buy it. I like that. Not gonna do it. But based on Maxine's her statement in regard to the story, I rock with the Rock Wit Me Nation because I'm a member of the Rock Wit Me Nation, just like other folks are members of the Rock Wit Me Nation. So if a member of the Rock Wit Me Nation come tell another member of the Rock Wit Me Nation, hey, you need to go check something out. You might have overcooked the grits on that one. Well, I ain't no better than nobody else in this nation. I ain't. That's how people start getting in trouble, thinking they're better than everybody else. You're not. You prone to make mistakes, and what you said yesterday might not be right today. That said, I read the short story. I'm gonna get on in here. That said, I read the short story. I'm gonna see who then pulled on up, and if ain't nobody pulled on up, they ain't don't see no comments left and everything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the good part. You did that, big dog. You did that. You know what I compare it to? Christopher Priest. Yeah. We can be constructively critical of Christopher Priest, but we got to give him his props too in regards to what he did for T'Challa, Black Panther. Right. Well, I read the short story. He put a lot of respect on T'Challa's name. You got this whole thing going on in here and everything. Well, once a year, the king of Wakanda, the queen of Wakanda, whoever's sitting on the throne, got to go handle some spiritual business. It's a giant. Big dude. Dude. Vansanipe, I'm sorry. I can't pronounce. I'm messing that up. I know I am. But dude is a giant. He got 17. Wait, nope. He got 16 wives and 54 kids. Lord Jesus. Fix it, Father. That is funny to me. I'm like, ooh. But it's a woman that's got one more husband than he do. Ma'am. Because I could be wrong. This is what I need Grand Madam Tarot, a woman to step in and say, so he got 54 kids by 16 women. What's the likelihood she got 54 kids by 16 men? I don't believe that. Anyway, so we got the story. Props to what we did with T'Challa. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's okay. So my dog goes into a spiritual realm once a year. So we add Black Panther lore. You know I'm a fan. I'm a fan of adding Black Panther lore to some stuff. So we got once a year, right? The Black Panther. Notice what I said, whoever that is at that particular time. So we can go ahead and say, yeah, Mosi, Bashinga. Yeah, we go ahead and say all that, right? Once a year, they have to go down, take this spiritual journey, and I'm paraphrasing here, where you got demons and everything like that. Let me go ahead and read this to you and everything like that. It's a beautiful setup. Every year, my dog got to, take this trip down in here and everything like that. And the demons are spiritual representations. All right? I want to make sure I get this. Like, damn, Theo. No, I'm trying to get there. Within it, these imprisoned dark things are forced to wander aimlessly in frustration. Deep within the Sohan, because the T might be silent. But then if the T silent, his name ain't T'Challa. It's Chala. Right. Deep within the Toshan forest, the labyrinth named Tuba Ibora draws all mystical threats to itself. We got some Black Panther lore being added here. Come on now. We if we gonna be mad about some stuff, we need to be glad about some stuff. This some stuff here to be glad about. And I knew it was, I want to say I know it's there because he's from Africa. He gonna be able to tell me some stuff I don't know. Well, I'm liking this right here. Deep within the Soshan forest, the labyrinth named the Tubu Ibora draws all mystical threats to itself. Within it, these imprisoned dark things are forced to wander aimlessly in frustration. You got rafts, you got dragons, ghouls, goblins. There are manifestations of wicked spirits and treacherous demons, seductive sirens, murderous hags. Like he got to go in. I mean, you know how folks excited right now about him and Namor going to hell to handle this business with Vic. I mean, we kind of got this over here. Like, I get it. I understand. See, this is what I be liking right here. You get a story like this Africa. I ain't about them diaspora wars and everything like that. I ain't finna deny where I came from. Folks can kick rocks with that. This is not the European version of Hades. This is Africa, and this is relevant because this is Wakanda's hell. Wakanda's Hades. You see what I'm saying? This ain't the you. He ain't going that no. Right here. If anybody asks me which story I would prefer for him to get, well, I done already told you. You got him and Namor. That's cool. They better not jump in no water. Him and Namor jump in some water. I better not see him need nothing. I better not see him need nothing. Him and Namor finna go. Okay, like I said, I get it. I understand, folks happy, but I ain't heard nobody say nothing about no bass. And I'm trying to figure out how we keep bypassing bass when it comes to dealing with spiritual deities in regards to T'Challa. Never mind, that ain't what this video is about. No, this video is about Murewa Ayodele putting some respect on. No, I'm not gonna say some because that might be underselling it. He put respect on T'Challa's name, and in putting respect on T'Challa's name, kind of make up for that whole Aurora thing. Here's what I know now that I didn't know prior to this story. Aurora still loves T'Challa. She's talking to Casper Cole. And let me just say here, Casper Cole is a biracial male. I don't know who this is in this story. I'm looking at, because comic book companies such as Marvel and DC, the big two, there is no excuse why you can't get the color right in regards to the characters that you're putting in your comic books. Who's doing it? Hold on. That's crazy. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Because, see, I know who the artist is, but I don't think the artist is the colorer. No, I don't. I don't think he's the colorer. No, let me get here real quick. I don't think he did that. The artwork is not bad. I'm loving the different Black Panther habit. I'm loving that. The cat eyes on T'Challa and everything. I'm loving that. Color artist Federico Blee. Come to the front of the class. Come to the front of the class. Federico, you know anybody that's biracial? Do you know anybody that's biracial that's dark skinned? Do you know anybody biracial with the hair texture that you gave Casper Cole? Or did you just, because Casper is multi-ethnic, okay? Multiracial. See, this stuff like this leads to issues later on down the road. If we try and cast Casper Cole, somebody gonna look at this and they're gonna say, oh, he ain't like dark enough to be Casper. They're not gonna take no common sense into play. So can we get this right? Because Casper is hold on. You got Casper talking to Aurora. Let me see how I got, because we know Aurora, Manhattan. Right. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah, you got Casper damn near and almost got him looking like he got a bald spot back there. That the sun on the back of his head. No, that looked like a bald spot right there. But anyway, yeah, you got Casper and Aurora damn near the same skin tone, big dog. That's not gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly. And see, I don't want to do this part right here. You got Casper Cole looking like a straight up brother. This would be the artist. This would be the artist. That's not Casper Cole. You don't know no biracial people. Anyway, back to the writer of the story. Back to the writer of the story. I love it. I really don't have a complaint about it. I really don't. To know that they have their own hell where demons are locked in and everything like that. And T'Challa goes down there with this fearsome looking Black Panther who, y'all go see the He-Man movie? Yeah, Battle Cat. Yeah, buddy got a Battle Cat. This Battle Cat look nice right here and everything like that. T'Challa go down there, got the spiritual crown floating over his head and everything like that right yonder. Yeah. I'm like spiritual crown. You know, can we have a side of spiritual crown over Wanda Maximoff? Right. T'Challa got the spiritual crown, taking on all types of demons and everything like that. Handles his business. Buddy come out radiating so much spiritual energy. If you look at him, you pass away. And I see what you did, Marvel. I see what you did. I'm of the mindset you gave, make sure I get his name right. I'm of the mindset you gave Eaton some specific directions. I am, because it's not lost on me as I look at page 27. The bottom of page 27. I see what you did. I ain't mad. It kind of made me pull some stuff back, because I could look at the bottom of this page, right? And one could draw the conclusion that all, stay with me. Some of y'all not gonna like what I'm getting ready to say, and trust me, I totally understand why. Especially how hard I've been going. Maxine, why you ain't point this image out? So it's on page 27, which is crazy because I didn't buy it, but I know some of y'all did. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Shout out to Maxine Shaw for saying something. Shout out to Maxine Shaw for saying something. Page 27, the bottom of page 27. This it for me. You remember Murewa, Aurora's daughter? You remember how they kept saying she had canines like her dad, eyes like her dad? You remember her eye color? She had cat eyes, right? Let me do this right here. Because I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Pictures of Pharaoh. Let me see pictures. Pictures of Pharaoh. Pick pictures of Pharaoh, because I don't know. I don't think I'm spelling that right at all. Black Panther. No, Storm. Storm. Let me stop doing that. Storm. Here we go. Images. Okay. Images. Pictures of Storm's daughter. Pictures of Aurora's daughter by Let's get these pics. Farah. Yeah. Let me do it. Let me get on there here again. Get here. Okay, well, I ain't gonna make no assumption then. I ain't gonna make, because that ain't Farrah's eyes are blue, right? Y'all like Theo, don't do that. You right. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. Crazy, because Aurora's daughter is actually lighter than Casper. Make that make sense. So we gonna discard that bit that I was getting ready to say. Some always say double check yourself. Double check yourself. Because what we pride ourselves on, accuracy. We don't care nothing about being right. So you want to get that. You want to get that thing right. So anyway, scratch that. But we do have the last page, which, like I said, I have to give credit where credit is due. Aurora essentially is recounting a story to Casper Cole. He's looking for T'Challa. I don't know why he went to go kick the bobo with her, because if this was after Jed McKay's Avengers, when she went to go holler at him, T'Challa is in space. That would be based on Jonathan Hickman's Imperial. It was almost like T'Challa, okay, we team over with, cool, because I got some business I got to handle anyway. And he peaced out. So, and they wasn't in no relationship while they were both on the Avengers. And if we're telling the truth, when she got to the Avengers, he was only there for a little bit, and then he peaced out. Went to the Meridian Diadem and kicked the bobo over there for like 6 issues. They was barely on the team together, so I don't know why David went to go ask him. David would have been better served going to go holler at the Queen Mother Ramunda, his mama, not his ex-wife, his mama, who's still alive and well in Wakanda. This ain't me dissecting Marvel's story. I'm me asking why was Casper asking Aurora. He literally left I started to say Grand Madam Tarot, but I do refer to the Grand Madam Tarot as the Queen Mother. He literally left Wakanda where the Queen Mother was and went to Atlanta. You honestly could have stayed right there in Wakanda and just been transported to the Intergalactic Empire. Yeah, we probably would have seen you in that 4-issue run. Black Panther Intergalactic. We probably would have. But anyway. The last page is beautiful to me. Folks can, and I did, hey, if you feel how you feel, I ain't mad at that, and I ain't telling you not to feel that way. I'm telling you, this what I looked at right here, and I'm like, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. We got here, like I said, T'Challa emerges from Wakanda's own Hades hells, then defeated, deleted all of the creatures that's down there and everything like that. Any other king, any other Black Panther probably would have passed that responsibility off to their successor. No, T'Challa didn't do that. I'm going to go down there and delete everybody. If I die down here, I die down here. The beautiful thing about this is that Aurora, the time that she was married to him, when he came back, she was there to greet him. She was there to greet him. And we get this passage right here from Aurora. But in the year that I was queen of Wakanda, I could not bear the thought. I could not bear the thought of the love of my life. You want me to read that again? Okay. But in the year that I was queen of Wakanda, I could not bear the thought of the love of my life carrying such a burden alone. I chose to look through his eyes. I chose to share in his burden. I chose to love him. I have come to take you home, Asali wa Moyo. Now I'm gonna have to go ahead and I don't know what that is. A second, hold on, Asali. Told you I wanted to learn some stuff from you. Wait till now. Why you wait till now? Could have been learning. We could have had the nation. We could have had the Rock Wit Me Nation speaking fluent Xhosa Swahili by now. God damn it. Asali wa Moyo. Asali wa Moyo. Asali wa Moyo. It's the wa. I want to say ma. It's Asali wa Moyo. Asali wa Moyo. Asali. 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 Wa. Yeah, let me get this meaning in English. Bro, we could have been learning Swahili from you. You're like, Theo, you gonna keep No, I'm just saying, like, we could have been having Swahili classes. we could have had a dedicated night. Well, he come and we just learned some Swahili. Never mind. That's me hoping and wishing for some stuff and everything like that. But let me tell you what this means, translated in English. Asali wa Moyo is a Swahili phrase that translates literally to honey of the heart or honey for the heart. Term of endearment, not to be confused with the N-word, because I promise you we don't use that towards one another as a term of endearment. No, not consistently. Not consistently. Term of endearment, it is used as a romantic pet name or affectionate term, similar to calling someone sweetheart, my honey, or sweetie, to describe a beloved partner or girlfriend. Metaphorical sense, the phrase compares the sweetness of honey to the deep, joyful feeling a loved one brings to your inner self or emotions. Music and media. The phrase is also a popular title for East African and bongo flavor song. Thank you. No. For real. Thank you. Thank you. I believe if you say some stuff, you should be willing to say some stuff. I believe if you gonna speak, keep speaking. If you're gonna be constructively critical, I'm not just gonna say critical. I think just giving somebody criticism does no good. You should offer them a way to improve. That just telling them they wrong, bump all that. But yeah, I see y'all make sure y'all hit that like button if you could, please. Thank you. I see we got 5 likes and everything, 6 viewers and everything like that. You don't necessarily have to leave a comment, would be nice. But yeah. I like that. I picked up what you put down, big dog. I did. I like I said, I'm say Theo, no, because y'all gonna be like, oh no, look, it's one of them things where you be like, I know you had this in you the whole damn time. This is the type of story where if you ain't read a storm issue, as a matter of fact, the writer even suggested, y'all just forget I wrote that. Just forget I wrote that. Now some things did take place later on to keep reminding us that he did write that, right? But he's telling you right here, hey, that's a boo. And if you are I feel bad for, no, I don't. Start to say I feel bad for Logan and Aurora fans. I don't. But if you are a Tachoro fan, that's what they call them. That's what they call them, Tachoro. If you are a Tachoro fan, Mara validated you. If you a Tachoro fan, Mara validated you. It made some other folk look crazy. Right then, right there. That's her boo. That's a boo thing. That's the honey of her heart. That's her. Make sure I say this. Let me read this right again. And she looking at him so lovingly. He come on out and everything like that. She got a hand extended for him like this. Yeah. Normally, based on the interviews that we do with the writers and everything like that, they give direction to the artist. Well, if he gave direction to the artist, that's her boo thing. That's her boo thing. That's her boo thing. So shout out to you, Mara. Credit what credit is due and everything like that. Not only did you spin the block on the relationship between T'Challa and Aurora, which is, hey, that's the Black Power couple to me. Folks can say what they want to say, feel how they want to feel, but that's the Black Power couple to me. And then as a writer, adding to Black Panther lore, right? We go back and we open up this story here. I can't say I've ever heard of this place. No, not Atlanta. I've heard of that. I've actually lived there. The Sohan Forest in Wakanda. In the year T'Challa of the Panther tribe ruled alongside Aurora of the Uzuri tribe. Yeah. We got some great artwork. We do. The designs on the Panther totem, Panther statue, absolutely beautiful. I'm picking that up. The story that we get here when we speak of the giants, customs and traditions were passed down across many generations, unchanged, unwavering, uncompromised. But all threats to Wakanda are short-lived. Adding to the lore, all threats to Wakanda are short-lived. Their blood, red rum, whatever you want to call it, Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid, spilled in haste to feed the greenery and soil-tilling scavengers. Their hateful hubris, dutifully sacrificed on the altar of reverent resilience by the greatest monarch that I have ever come across in my many adventures. No matter their age, great empires fall. It is what they do, except for Wakanda, because it has always had a Black Panther, except for that whole gap between Mosin. This is something that could be built upon. This is something that could be built upon, especially when you look at the fact that they keep these creatures down below. These creatures are physical manifestations of what's wrong in the world, people that hate Wakanda, nations that are jealous of Wakanda. There's a dragon down there that really don't nobody want to see, point blank, period, but T'Challa handles his business. There are a lot of opportunities here for Black Panther lore to continue. There are opportunities here for Hasbro as an action figure company. T'Challa in that habit, which is unique in and of itself. The Battle Cat, the Battle Panther that he has with the accessories. Yeah, I don't want to say that I would, but I would. Like if they offered this up as a deluxe, whatever, you get the action figure, you get the Panther and everything like that. Yeah, I got to break bread. I got to break bread. And when you look at these monsters, creatures that he had in there and everything like that, to prevent the labyrinth from overflowing into the cities, right? Because the creatures get filled up every year. You got to go down every year. You either sealing some of them or you deleting all of them, but you got to do this every year. There are some further stories that could come out of this. What happens if one of these creatures escapes? That's another story in and of itself. So my hat's off to you. I enjoyed the story. I did. I enjoyed the story for what it was, and I enjoyed the story for what it could be. I enjoyed the story for what it could mean later on for Black Panther fans. So yeah, uh, I'll be talking about it more tonight, but I felt like based on the amount of not tension, attention because I did start off reviewing Storm, right? I did. But based on the amount of attention that I myself put on the writer in regards to how I felt in regards to his writings of Aurora, Logan, and the ambiguity of the vagueness in regards to who Pharaoh's father was, right? The same amount of energy needs to go into me once a member of the Rock Wit Me Nation say, Theo, take a look at it. Go in and read it and break that thing on down. It's a nice story. It is a nice story. So Theo, are you advising Black Panther fans to read it? That story, yeah. That one. Like if you ain't bought the 60th anniversary, I'm not telling you to go buy it. I'm advising you to read that particular story. That is what that is right now. I'm gonna keep looking here. We came here for a long time. I'm gonna say good time, not to be confused with a long time. I'm checking messages. I still don't. Weeks got people here and everything like that. We didn't come here to do a long live today. No, we just came in here to kick with that. So, Murewa Ayodele, salute, salute, salute. I knew it was them because I read Akugan. So, and I have absolutely nothing bad to say about Akugan. I think if y'all have been rocking with me for the longest time, I think y'all heard me ask, I see what you did over here. What's going on over here? So, yeah, Mr. Ayodele, Murewa, you did that. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for, we know how she feel about it. Whatever she do physically, she going back over there to the X-Men. So what we can say as Black Panther fan, let me see here. This is Nancy the Spider. 8, it's the Black Panther 60th anniversary issue. That one shot right there that we really ain't talk about because we like, that ain't what you're doing that's his 60th, no stop. But yeah, I think it's the second or third story. He did that. He did that. Like, I feel good about what I read. That's what I can honestly tell you. I feel good about what I read. I like the setup. I did. Like, anybody that reads this story, right, can take elements from this story and spin it forward. Hasbro Marvel Legends, he just gave them something that any action figure collector would buy. And regardless of what their ethnicity is, gender orientation, they action figure collector, like, yeah, I got to have that. You Dave's model behavior, what Bobby Valor might even say something about that daggone act. But that right now, if you can give me a Zabu and a what is it, Sheena, She-Devil, oh yeah, you got that right now. I don't even want to, you ain't even got to work hard because you already got Zabu. So you already just gonna reuse what you already got in house. Back. Maybe you might have to do an alternate head sculpt or something like that for the Black Panther, but the accessories. So yeah, like I said, the only thing I'm like, I think I knew it was them. I knew it was them, and we got some Swahili in here too. I like building up the culture, character, and people. I'm despising the swore wars we got going on right now. That's getting on my last nerve. It is. That'd be something that I say for later on tonight, though. It is Wednesday. We'll talk about that. What a week it was Wednesday. But it's things like this that can serve to bring a people together. Stories like this. Aurora from Manhattan to T'Challa from Africa. Yet Aurora has found her African tribe no differently than T'Challa has his African tribe. And if you are descended from Africa, yes, you do have a tribe in Africa. You do. Considering what we're up against in real time, we need more stories like this. Africans and African Americans. The unification of one. Regardless of where we're at. The story starts off, ironically enough. Think about this for a second. We have a multi-ethnic brother in Atlanta, Georgia. His home is in Wakanda. The conversation between he and Aurora is about the difficulties of being in Wakanda because they really don't care for outsiders, right? Right. And he's struggling with that. So that's a real thing. But he is in Wakanda. He travels to Atlanta with a young lady who was born in Manhattan, whose home was in Africa, who's now living in Atlanta, is having a conversation about where's the emperor from Wakanda, an African nation. And in her traversing that story with that brother, we get more African tradition. This is the thing that I believe we need more of in America. We need to know more about African tradition. Well, Murewa, I'm not FBA. I am a brother in America that wants to very much learn about where his roots are from. This helps. We could do more. We could do more. We could do more. And when I say we, I really do mean we. I don't mean him. I mean we. We really could do more. We really could do more. Because just being on Twitter last night, seeing folks gaslight brothers and sisters in regards to brothers and sisters being in a relationship, looking at anime fans talk trash about black couples being in relationships, looking at fans of white superheroes who normally when they pop up, they lover, their romantic interest pop up either in that same issue they make their debut or a few issues later on. We know we don't get that with our characters. It's nice to see this. And it's also nice to know that, which is something else that's real, you cannot be with somebody for whatever reason and they still be the love of your life. Bro, you wrote this. 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 That's what I'm saying. You wrote this. You put some respect in ways in which I did not think you respected T'Challa. You see what I just said? I'm not going to speak for anybody else. But in ways I didn't think you respected T'Challa, you put respect on his name in this short. Thank you. As a Black Panther fan, T'Challa fan of black characters and everything like that, that's all I can ask for. And you did that. You did that. Thank you once again, Maxine Shaw, for putting the brother up on game and everything like that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me come on back on over here to these notes. Oh, okay. Yeah, you absolutely welcome, big dog. You absolutely welcome. Keep up here and everything like that. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you, right? If you bought it and didn't read it, read it. If you didn't buy it, I'm not telling you to, right? I'm not doing that. If you want to go buy it, make it do what it's gonna do. If you want to just get the Marvel app, hey, you do what you want to do. I can't tell you, but that is the only story that I've read, and I read it based on one of my fellow members of the Rock Wit Me Nation and everything like that. So, Miss Shaw, thank you so much. It was a pleasure reading this particular story. It really was. That said, I'm out. I will be seeing y'all again around about 6:45, 7 o'clock tonight. Do my best to get out some comic book reviews in dealing with T'Challa and everything like that. So make sure you got your notifications on. Hit that like button, leave a comment and everything like that. This is how we pay the bills. That is what that is. even though the family and I are on our way. Oh, application got approved. Park, new home. So like, share, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Yeah, I will. I very much want to know what your thoughts are in the comment section. That said, I'm out. In memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Till next time, whether we agree or not, we ain't even gotta like each other. I still wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out. See y'all later on tonight. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.